So I'm gonna cut all this down here behind me and where I'm standing. I'll cut this down, push it that direction, and I want it to slope back this way.
What do you got there, Amelia?
A car?
Is that your car?
Yeah. I'm booming it.
Is it like a big car or is it like a truck?
It's kind of like a truck, but it has that big ladder there, so it's not a truck.
Ah.
So it's this fire truck?
It's a fire truck?
Yeah. Do you want to command the fire truck?
You bet I do. So you dug a massive hole just to get that big stump out.
Yeah, so underneath it, there was so much soil just packed in underneath it.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't dig underneath it, and then I didn't have enough power to lift it. So I know in the past that if I'm somewhat level with it, and I could push up, I could use the force of the tractor wheels, tires, to push it in an upward direction. And that's the only way I was able to do that. Because before, the dirt was backfilled in all through here, and I had to dig this whole thing out so that I could get the tractor lower.
Yeah.
Because if I'm higher with the tractor, I don't really have leverage to push it up. And that's what I needed, so.
Well, you got it out.
Got it out. So where that, the maple stump is at down there, I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
Where that's at, that's going to be my high point, and then it's going to drop down this direction. And then I'll have the driveway coming down. It's going to be kind of steep going down. Not super steep, but it'll be steep. Enough so where I can get the tractor in and out. But then we're going to have this huge landing here. And once I get this all to where I want it, then I'll start chopping down those trees. And then I have a flat area to work all that. And then I can mound all of my tree debris over there. I can separate my logs over here, and then it'll be easy for me to bring them in and bring them out, or burn them later on once it's not as dry. So
cool.
It's really nice to be to this point right now.
Yeah, so now you're gonna just basically move dirt around and this whole area is gonna be flat.
Yep. So right now it slopes quite a bit. It's probably a 6-foot drop in 25 feet maybe. So that's what we're gonna change. Cool. It's gonna be a little wild. Just the way I like it. And when I'm pulling in and out of here with the tractor, it's steep enough to where my front wheels, because I have more weight in the back of the tractor, my front wheels keep coming off the ground. Yeah. So that kind of gives you an idea of how steep this is. But luckily this has big tires in the back. It's got beet juice in the big tires, which adds another 300 pounds of, basically it gives my weight distribution so that all my weight's down lower, which helps me because then for tip over and whatnot. And then the other reason why I don't care if I wheelie is because I on the back of the tractor I have the backhoe attached. Yeah. So it just hits there and then I drop back down. But If I didn't have that on, it'd be scary, because this tractor, with the moisture content of the dirt and how grippy the dirt is right now, it can easily flip me backwards. So, but with this kind of setup here, I'm pretty safe. As long as I'm going straight up the hill and not at an angle. If I'm at an angle just slightly, it gives you the pucker effect. But you can get creative. I've had to do this a few times where I put my outrigger out so that as I'm tilting, this is hitting the ground, and then I can keep driving. But I've been in maybe a couple hairy spots like that, but you just gotta work with what you have. I haven't rolled this yet, so hopefully I never do. I did say yet.
You better never.
Well, I don't plan on it, but you never know what happens. But I am cautious. I'll take risks, but I like to take them within reason. I won't.
Calculated risks.
Yeah, I take very calculated risks. Otherwise, I won't do it. So.
You're vrooming the car.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Where are you headed?
Shopping.
Oh, you're going shopping?
Yeah.
What store are you going to?
Costco.
Costco?
Yeah.
What are you gonna get at Costco?
We are out of broccoli.
Oh, we're out of broccoli, so you're gonna get some more?
Yeah.
That's smart.
So, I wanted to go over what I got going on here. So I dug all this out, got this all dug out. I'm still gonna go probably another 6 feet back there. And I've been putting it all on this downhill side. So I'm not pushing it over because I have some trees that I need to pull up first. I'm gonna just bury the stump inside of there. But there's some, I don't know if you could see those, but there's some tree trunks through there. And I'll pull those out with my cable. I have a choker that I attach to the tractor, and then I can connect it to the tractor, lift it up, and then I can just walk back. But with that choker, I put it around, a couple trees, and as I pull, it cinches down. So it's nice for when trees are downhill. I can use that and not have to be trying to cut stuff down the hill. I can pull it up, then buck it all up. So next, I think is what I'm gonna do is there's a bunch of vine maple through here. So I'm gonna cut out all the vine maple, and then this will extend, gosh, it'll be double of what it is. So it'll basically, the size of this landing will be triple of what it is right now. So right here where the tractor sits, I'll have a road that comes in here. It'll go down over there and it'll wrap down and into this area. This will give us another area that we'll be able to use for when we have the family reunion. So it's coming along little by little, but I'm getting it. So I gotta go up, get the chainsaw, probably get my hard hat, ear muffs, and it has that face guard on it just so that I'm a little protected.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna chop Suey some trees. They're in my way of my view. From up there, can't see very good that way, and with these three, well, these 4, 5, it'll make a good difference. I left a lot of meat on this high side.
Mm-hmm.
That way it doesn't just fall that way, hopefully. Let's see.
It's going. Well, it was. Two down. Three down. 2 to go. 3. Never really sure. Okay, he says this tree's the last one. We will see if that's true. Sometimes he gets a little excited and decides to cut more down.
Okay. Well, they all dropped where I wanted them.
That's awesome.
So.
You got a lot of cleanup to do now.
It won't take long.
This is the same spot Amelia and I were this morning, and it was very green and wooded here earlier. Now it's completely cleared out. There's Amelia's little car. But look at that. No more trees here. It definitely changes the view from up here. Look what we did. We got all those limbed for the most part.
So my plan is, down below there, those are all alder and vine maple.
Mm-hmm.
The alder, I guess, is really good for the soil if you let it decompose. And it breaks down really nice and acts like a fertilizer, you know, in the long term. So I think that's what I want, to give those other trees a little more. A lot of these trees, they're very small trunked, and so cutting these down and leaving these all exposed by themselves, they're a lot weaker. In the mass of them, you know, with all of them standing there, hard wind can hit it and it just kind of wiggles back and forth. But when they're independent, they're a lot more likely to snap and whatnot. So that's why I kind of want to fertilize those, and hopefully they'll withstand some wind, because we get some pretty high wind gusts here. I might have to drop this all down a little bit more so that I get enough soil to fill in that far side. But I'm okay with that. I'd rather have one big area than tier it and have two separate areas.
Thinking long term,
Mm-hmm.
what is your plan for this area? Or do you have an idea?
Like create a park filling. So maybe do swing set, playground structure.
That would be so cool. Don't mind my sweaty.
Man, I need a haircut.
The goal of our property is to make it so cool that we never have to leave.
That our kids never want to leave.
That our kids will want to stay here forever.
With us.
Yeah. Our children are three and under, and we're already dreading the day that they move out.
Yeah. It's getting a little hot. We're going to pick up our saws. I ran out of fuel. I need to get a different fuel can, because the can that I have is plastic and it expands so much and it's so annoying. But what's it called? I think it's Fast Right. They have a can that it's a metal can. It's got a spout and it's really nice for pouring into like chainsaws, weed whackers, anything that you're going to be pouring mixed fuel into. So I think that's what I want to get. And it's got a little breather thing that'll allow the pressure to blow off a little bit. For now, I leave my gas can at the top of the hill. Whenever I need fuel, I have to go all the way up there, fuel up my stuff, and then come back down. Just because there's no real shaded areas. Guess I could hang it on the tractor. But
Or put it over there.
yeah. Then I drop something on it.
So that's going to do it for us today. We will see you guys next time.
Sorry I look like a mess.
So do I.
recently my tractor, which I have a Kioti CK3510, my local dealer called Kioti, and they don't have a rebuild. Basically, they said you have to buy a whole new cylinder, and that was $900. Once I get it to this other side. There it is. Oh, wow. Look at these chunks in here. They almost look like chunks of metal.